Assassins, welcome back to another Wheelassassin guide. Thank you so much for joining me for another tutorial today. Now it's another special one. You may have seen a few weeks ago I ended up building Gromit from good old Wallace and Gromit. Well, I couldn't just stop at Gromit, could I? You know, that would be like sacrilege. That would not be a true dedicated Wallace and Gromit fan. So I had to of course build Wallace as well. So in today's tutorial I will be teaching you guys how to build Wallace behind me here, and if you haven't already seen the Gromit tutorial you can find that with a link in the description below and build the duo together on your Minecraft worlds as well. Now quick rundown of what's to come in today's build. We have of course the awesome slippers down here, look at them. Oh, got to get myself a lovely pair. We've got ourselves the brown trousers, the woolly sort of knitted jumper with the undershirt and tie, and then of course the hands out doing the sort of like excited cheese kind of face that we all know and love, and then of course the cheese face up top, you know, the spread out mouth as wide as could be to say cheese. So there we are. And Wallace is looking pretty happy. By the way, I just want to quickly explain, you guys may not have this trouble on your worlds, but if you do, then I'm sorry as well. It seems to be a glitch or something, but for some reason, with lighting in Minecraft at the moment, you do have a bit of a variation with sandstone stairs, as well as the sandstone block, and the slabs as well, as you can see. Even though they're the same material, so I have no idea what's going on there, but just for reference, hopefully they'll smooth that out and they'll look, you know, how it's supposed to look. But for now we do have to deal with the issue, and it's the same with Gromit down here. It's not as bad on him because we don't have as much to worry about, but with Wallace there are quite a lot of these materials, so do be on the lookout for those things, but otherwise we are ready to crack on. Let's get ourselves materials and get started. Okay then Assassins, as you guys can see, this is a very tall statue indeed. So we're going to break this down into different sections so we can get this done in a methodical way. So of course it's going to be starting with the slippers, then the trousers, and then up to the sweater or the jumper up here, then of course the sleeves, then the hands, and of course Wallace's head. So for the slippers firstly, we want to take ourselves some dried kelp block. Now as this tutorial is going upwards and not outwards, you don't need the most space in the world, which is brilliant. You need probably about, if you set yourself aside maybe 15 blocks in width, then that would definitely cover this space here. And, you know, countering for the arms as well and the elbows coming out. For the cheese look, of course. So I'm going to line up with my original one, which is about here. Yep, that seems good. Then I'm going to make myself a front profile of around 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, so 4, because I started obviously with 1 down here. Then I'm going to leave myself 1, 2, 3 blocks before doing another 4. Then I'm going to double this up. And over here. And symmetry is really important for this build, guys. So what we do to one foot, we do to the other as well. And it's the same with the trousers in a moment as well. Then we'll do another 2 layers of these 4 behind. Then 1 layer of 4. And another one over here. And then we'll do ourselves 4 by 4 for 2 layers. So like so. And over here of course as well. And there we are. We have ourselves 2 very big looking slippers just here. That's perfect. Now the best way to know if you've done this correctly is to actually use yourself the lines on the dry kelp block. So of course we have 4 lines at the front here, so that's perfect. 2 lines down here, then 1 singular one for the 1 layer, and then 4 again and 4 again for the 2 layers. Perfect. Now we are ready to move on to step number 2. So all we need to do for step number 2 is to take ourselves some brown terracotta, and we're going to use this for Wallace's trousers. Now as you can see at the bottom here on the sides, it looks a little bunched up. Now I did that on purpose. It is because Wallace seems to wear like slightly oversized trousers that maybe tuck into his slippers, or he just pulls them up really high and maybe wears suspenders underneath his shirt there. But who knows? I think he does actually, doesn't he? Because that's how in the movies he gets out of bed, using the suspenders to kind of catapult himself out. I'm pretty sure. There's a machine that does that. So there we go. So let's take ourselves 1, 2, 3, 4 brown terracotta, on the first block back from the slippers here. And then come out 4 here. So over that gap, but don't fill the gap in. Then we double up this section. So we build a big kind of oblong shape on top. Then we'll come around the side for 1, 2, 1, 2, oh, 2. And then on each outer side as well. Like that. Remember what I said earlier about we need to copy what we do to one side to the other. So definitely remember that. Then we'll take the inner blocks here. So we have 6 on this back in length. We want the inner 4 on both of these. And what we'll do here is build a 2D profile firstly before going around the sides to make it more 3D. We'll then build ourselves a pillar going in the center or any one of these blocks. It doesn't really matter whereabouts. I'm going to do it just about here, and I'll do it over in this one as well in the same area. What I'll do with these pillars is I'm going to count from the bottom. So number 1 is here, 2, 3, and now 4. I want this to go to 15 blocks in height. So I have 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And once you know one side is 15, you can use that as a stencil for the other side to get to 15. Perfect. And that is going to be the maximum height of our trousers. Now you want these trousers to come out for 2 blocks on the sides. And then come forward for this 4 in total. Like so. That looks really good. So currently our width, or our max width, is just this block here. Now we want it to be the actual one on the side here. So you can again double this up once again, just by another 4 on the outer side. And then look below. If it's shadowing the one beneath it, which it is, then that's perfect. So there we go. And now what we'll do up here as well is kind of move this across to the other side. So we'll take the forward 2. And we'll come along until they're 1 block away from each other, like the slippers are down below. Below. And then we'll place a block up top, just a single one, like that. Perfect. Now we have a bit of an angle to work with here. We'll come down beneath. We'll take ourselves this one, next to the pillar, all the way up, just before the 2 blocks up top, like that. We'll then take ourselves back down to this one. We'll take 1, 2, 1 out on this side, 1 out on this side, so we have 4. And again over this way. Like that. Then take yourself another 4. And 4. Then we take ourselves 6 for 3 layers. Which means coming out on both sides for 1. And over here. Awesome. So let's recap a second. 2 layers of 4 in here. 4 on the backwards one. 2 layers of 4 on the outer one. And then 3 layers of 6 on the outer one, just above the 2 lots of 4. And then we'll take this 4 again, going right the way up to the 2 that we built just earlier. And again over this way. And this will conclude the 2D profile for the front of Wallace's legs, which is awesome. We need to flip around to the side now and get the rest of this done. Make it look a little bit more 3D and like the actual model. So we'll come down to the 2 at the bottom, and we want this to go just 1 block past the slippers. So we can do that here pretty easily. We do that on all 4 of our 2 blocks that we have for these 2 lots of legs. There we go. And then we want to go ahead and build in 1, 2, 3 just in here. And here. And here. And here. And then we do ourselves 2 lots of 4, but going forward instead of backwards. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 again. And you guessed it, 4 with 4 again. And that closes up the front gap just there. So all this looks a bit more bunched up and scrunched together like that. Now as you can see, we have ourselves the 3 on the outline here of the front. So we want this to come back on the side as well. So we'll take ourselves blocks over from the 3 at the front to 3 overhanging the back as well. So in line with the previous 2. And again for all the rest of these as well. I think the only bad part about this section is it is a little bit time consuming. But it's not too difficult, which is great. So coming along there, to the very back, like that. Now we come into the middle, and we take ourselves the 4 once again, just here, going right up to the 2. Or where the 2 should be. So again here. This one won't connect to the 2, but you can tell where it's going to be because it should just be in this gap here. And again on this one, so the other inner leg. There we go. And then the outer one. Just like so. And now what we need to do is go ahead and take ourselves the top 2, overhanging the one we've just done, on both the outer sides, and then connect it along the back, just in a nice long row, like that. Just make sure it is on the actual outer back, like that, instead of any one over the slipper. That's really cool. And if you'd like in here, just a little bit more detail, is come down to this lowest point at the back and bring it forward to fill in this hole here. It just looks a little bit better than what I did on my original one. There we go. Now for the very back, it's pretty simple this one because we've laid everything out for us easily here. We'll knock out this block in the middle there. Now we've used it. And we'll literally just go from the top with these 4 and bring them right the way down for 4. And they should hopefully outline everything else for us. For us. No pun intended. Here we go. Once again, a little bit more time consuming, but saves us a very, very long job of having to place every single one and then swapping up for like rows of 6 or rows of 2 or what have you. So we just do this. And there we go. We have ourselves 2 Wallace legs in Minecraft. Now we need to get on to step 3, which is of course going to be the jumper. Now then, I know at first glance this looks like an absolute lot of materials and you're going to be thinking, oh my goodness, that is way too much, we're going to get confused. Don't worry, it's actually a really simple section, this one. It's going to be fine. We'll take ourselves green wool, a green shulker box, a red banner, red wool, a red shulker box, smooth quartz block, smooth quartz stairs, and a smooth quartz slab as well. Okay then, so what we're going to do is we're going to build ourselves the jumper just here, the pullover, and then leave the spaces for the sleeves afterwards, but also build in the tie and just the little bit of undershirt kind of in the neck area. Okay then, now we want ourselves a little bit of a base, like a blank canvas to work with instead of the thin air. Because as you know, shulker boxes don't do good with thin air, especially if you try and place it on something, it opens up because of course it's like a, you know, like a chest or something. So we want ourselves a blank canvas, and to do that, we'll take ourselves red wool from each of the 4 points on our rectangular trousers. And we want these to go to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we'll do this on all 4 points. Once you have one down, you should be able to run the others up pretty quickly. If you have good eyesight, which mine is a little bit iffy. But yeah, we're all good there. Awesome. So then the 10 splits off and it goes into 12 now, going in a block. This is going in a block on the longer sides, by the way, not the shorter sides, on the actual sides. And you do this on the back as well. Definitely don't leave the back out. Then we'll do 14. So an extra 2 blocks again. And on the back as well. And then we'll do ourselves 15 for 2. Except on the back is just going to be 15 the entire way along. So you can actually go ahead and make like a gap here if you want to. Oh, what have I done here? Let me just check my work. Oh, I see what I've done. Haven't got to that position yet on this other side. So, yeah, that's fine. So down here, I'll do the same. 15, and I'll work myself across. This one, before working across, need to get it to actually 15. Let me just double check this. 10 12, 14, 15. I think I missed a block and that put me off. I was like, what? What's happening here? So there we go. And then we'll bring this along and build the other 15 down here. Sorry guys, I got myself confused and that probably was like, what? What's he done? If you guys need to pause the video at any point, please feel free to do so and ask me any questions you may have in the comments below. But if we quickly recap together, we should be on the right track. We have ourselves 10 on the outer sides, all 4 of these pillars. Then we go up 12. Then we go up 14 before reaching ourselves 15 on the next one. And the 15 connects to the other side. It connects to the other side on the back and goes right the way down to the brown terracotta trousers. Like so. I promise you this time-consuming section has a purpose, don't worry. And then this one is a bit of an interesting one. What we're going to do here is we want to make sure that this is going to be kind of like shrinking down in the middle for where the tie will be. So we have ourselves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks up here at the moment. Now we want to knock out 3. 1, 2, 3 in the dead center. So we have 2 blocks on each end, like that. This way, we can then take ourselves a quartz block here and here, build this one down for another block here and here. We'll stick ourselves an upside down stair here and here, and then a slab on top of both of these, like that. Awesome, that will make sense in a moment. We can also take ourselves a red shulker box at the front here, but it needs to be facing forward. So for this, I recommend going to the back and the top middle of your 15 blocks. Bring this one forward just before reaching the quartz. Then take a shulker box here in red. And then beneath, where we have the quartz here, add in 2 red wool and a red banner in here. Perfect. And now if we fill up the rest of the red wool in here, like I said, we're trying to build a massive canvas to be able to place our pattern on for this jumper. It's super important we build this canvas firstly, so we don't have to keep crouching or shifting to be able to place shulker boxes. So now we're making Wallace look like Postman Pat, but it has a purpose, I promise you. And on the sides here, you want to make these to 8. So we have 4 to work with. We want these to go to 8. So I've got 3 now, 4 now, 5, 6, 7, and now 8. So 2 blocks down from the 10. Must be a little bit easier to work it out that way. There we go. Awesome. And that's where the sleeve is going to be for the actual shirt in there. Now for this next section, I'm going to let you guys do this off of camera yourselves, because it is, like I said, a bit more time consuming, so you may want to do this at your own pace. But what we're going to do is basically start from this bottom corner down here. We're going to go in a block just here and start with a green wool. And this is going to be the start of our pattern. We'll want to leave these diagonally away from each other so they never touch apart from the corners, like the diagonal corners. And we're going to make this go entirely around the jumper. Now if I do this bottom 3 layers to show you what I'm on about. So as we get to the corner here, we go there because we have this one on here. So we go each other end. We don't continue it round. We don't like add in a block here, say. We just literally go from the 2D faces of this big rectangle, basically. Like so. All the way back round to the front here, and you should be left with a nice gap there. And what's going to happen here afterwards is we're going to take ourselves shulker boxes in between these gaps. We'll also do that off camera together, but we'll start it together once we've done the green. So this is going to be important to get done, so I'll leave you guys to your work. Make sure to incorporate these ones on the sides here, these red on the sides, but leave the rest of the red up top empty. So don't go adding in some here, because we don't need to worry about that for now. But this one where it's on the same face as everything, you can basically just do this, working upwards, and as you get to here, just add in that one singular block up that way and one there, like that. But we don't add any more blocks on the sides. Obviously the front up here, where we have ourselves the tie, we'll build on ourselves 2 of the green here and here, and here, here, and here. So it goes in a bit of a sort of V shape just there for the actual neck. And then one up here and one up here like that. And the rest should pattern up nicely there as well. So yeah, I think you guys have got this. You know you've got this. You can do it. I believe in you. Let's go. We got this. Okay, so we have this so far. It looks like Wallace may need to go back to whoever stitched this jumper for him and complain, because it's looking very, very holy right now. We want to sort this out. We're going to take ourselves the green shulker boxes and basically go in opposite directions for these shulker boxes to really make it stand out like a pattern. So what we're going to do is come down to the collar area and basically add in, one's going this way, all the way in those gaps for that one, and then one's going this way for these ones. Now you can do this whichever way you wish to. You don't have to copy me. It doesn't matter really, because this is supposed to be a very like lined jumper. I'm pretty sure the way that they use, the way they make this look with the actual clay is they actually use like some type of thing to make like a tire track across the jumper here. So if you look at actual Wallace, he looks like he's got like a tire track across his like jumper area, which is kind of cool. So we're trying to do that sort of thing with our shulker boxes. That's the best we can work with in Minecraft. So as you can see, we're gonna need to switch the direction once we get towards the shoulder section in a moment, because you can't place obviously some here, and when we try and place them here, it'll be upside down. So we have to switch direction just here for these ones that need the blocks to be in here. Now I will keep the camera on for this part because it is a bit tricky and I don't want anyone to get confused. So we need to definitely do this together. On the sides here, you can, I recommend just taking a block temporarily behind to place a single one there. As it's like a one-off thing, it is a bit annoying, but we have to work accordingly with what we've got. So we do that just like so. And over this way we can do this. And as you can see, I'm kind of swapping my direction every few minutes, just randomly, every few seconds, just to give it a little bit more texture, you know, make sure that it doesn't look like there's like a unique kind of standard pattern. It's just completely random, like, and all the little strands of like the string where this has been knitted are kind of like unraveling a little bit in certain areas. That's why we're changing direction. So we're trying to make it look not like an old sweater, but definitely one that's well loved and wore a lot, because it is, after all, Wallace's kind of only clothes. I'm pretty sure he has like his wardrobe is just full of these jumpers and brown trousers and slippers. It's like Gromit, he doesn't actually change his clothes at all, because I don't think he wears clothes. He's yeah, I mean he's a dog, so you know. It makes sense. Right, nothing to do with the fact that he walks on two back legs, but you know, it makes sense. Right, almost there now. It takes a little bit of time, but we get there in the end. Basically, you don't want to see any red wool sticking out of these little gaps. Like, if you see red wool, then you need to go ahead and definitely pop back to that area and just close the gaps up. There we go. Oh, this one up here. There we go. Awesome. That might even be needing to chop off in a moment. I'm not really sure, but we can always just remove it afterwards. It doesn't matter too much if it's only one block that we need to get rid of. So around the front here, I'm just doing something random again. Fill up these gaps where I need to, and do them the opposite direction if I need to, like so. And there we go. We have ourselves a jumper, which looks awesome. That really does look really cool. Amazing. Okay, it is now time to get ourselves some more materials. Most of the quartz is going to come back up, so definitely keep your eyes on that. But yeah, we're ready to do the sleeves now. Okay then, assassins, for the third step of this tutorial. Oh no, fourth step, isn't it? Because we've done the third one here with the jumper. Perfect. We're going to take ourselves the same materials as before, but I've just reordered them, so I'll shout them out again. We have ourselves smooth quartz block, smooth quartz slabs, smooth quartz stairs, our green wall once again, and our shulker boxes once again. Now the reason I've pick blocked these back again is because we're going to need to build the neck area in here to sort of get rid of this red up here as well. So we don't want the red to be showing up anywhere else but the tie. So we're going to sort that out in a moment as well. Okay, so to give Wallace some actual arms to make his iconic cheese kind of expression, we want to come up here where we have ourselves some exposed red. Oh, there's some exposed red. I'll pretend that was there before. We're going to need to take ourselves our quartz just up here at the top and coming along this way. By the way, I'm starting with the left arm over here. Actually, this is Wallace's right arm, but as we're looking at this from the front, it'll be the left one over here. So I have this block row up here. This is worth 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks in total. I'll take 4 out from it and then 2 out from that. Then what I'll do is drop down here for 2 and 2 over here. Then I'll build this across to the other side before adding in 4 for 2 high and then 2 again, like so. Then I'll drop beneath this 2, adding in 2 and coming out the sides for 2. Then I'll take 2 back here on the red. So I have this shape going for me now, like so. And then what I'll do is come up to this one and take 1, 2 forward and 2 forward here. Like this. Looking a bit funky, I know, but that's absolutely fine. And then we'll take a block here and a block here. Keeping the outer ones just singular 1, 2 and 2. Oh, actually, let me check this. We may even go with 3 on here, but I will leave that like that for now. That seems good. Okay. So we have 1, 2 dropping down. We'll double this one. Like that. We'll take 2 here and 2 here. And then 2 forward, just there. Now what I'm going to do is bring myself down from these 2 for another 2 and come out the sides for 2. Like this. Now this one is where the arm kind of goes forward, so I'm going to turn myself forward just here. So I'm looking at Wallace head on. Then I'll be able to see what I've done over here. So we have 1. It is 2 here. It is 2 down here, but what we're going to do is kind of build over this section as well. So what we can do is build another block here. And then a block actually down from this position here. So in this one. And we'll knock that one through as well, just so we know that that is there. I'll do the same on the opposite side as well, just so I know these blocks will be used for the actual sleeve too. Brilliant. So now I can fill in this, like, I'm going to say wall just here, and I'll do the same on the back. Like that, just into that space. And take maybe 2 blocks in there as well. Just so everything's symmetrical. Brilliant. Now down here, I want to take myself from the green wall just here. 1, 2, 3 blocks. And then 3 slabs. And I'll do these slabs for another 3. Then I'll double up 2 on the side. And then follow this along with the blocks. I'll take another block just here. And I'm going to build this down for, well, in total, 2 layers for now. Like this. Then I have my slabs up here. I'm going to build another 2. Then I'm going to build 1 to the right. And then 1 forward from this one here. In the middle of that. That now 3. I'm going to move this one back. But add in another 2 slabs just here. Sorry, 1 slab just there. And then what I'm going to do is make this one into a block. So I'm going to remove the slab and place a block just there. And a block forward from it, just there. So from the top it should look like this. Then I'll take my blocks underneath the slabs here. And over here. Then add in another... Oh, let me just check something out here. Ah, yep. So another 2 blocks here. And 2 blocks here like that. So kind of cutting off this corner. And then 2 blocks around the corner here. For another slab here. Then 3 blocks at the very front. And then we'll do ourselves 2 blocks behind the 2 blocks at the top. With slabs on top of these. And down this gap down here, you leave that one empty so it doesn't actually touch the body there. We want these to be a little bit forward. Like that. So what we're doing right now is absolutely spot on. Down here at this like front sort of aspect, what I want to do is build myself a long until I can reach a stair. So I have 3 blocks here. I want a stair to be upside down this way. Then I'll take my 2 blocks above the stair, and then 2 blocks out from across from the stair, like so. I want to go back behind this for another 2 blocks and 2 layers. And beneath, I'll build 2 slabs, so they're diagonal from the stairs. There'll be 2 blocks from the slabs back behind the stairs. And then I'll build another 2 blocks behind these, coming down again, just there. So that this way, I can take myself a slab just here, replacing that block. And then build 1, 2 blocks just here. And go back for another 1, just in there. Before then adding in 3 here. Like this. A slab up here on the end. So we have a slab on that end and a slab on this end. And then blocks right the way back into the arm just there. You can also build 3 down here. That looks really good. And then down here we'll build these 2 as well. And then what we need to do is get around to the other side so we can build under here as well. Now this is a pretty easy one. It's kind of just straight down. So we'll fill the gap here. We'll build these ones, and coming right the way down to our new layer here. We'll build 3 from the green wall here, 3 from the shulker, and then 2 from the shulker there, before then 3 above, and then our usual blocks to fill the gap, just there. There we go. We have ourselves one of the sleeves in, like so. And I know it's such a pain, but we got there in the end, and it looks great. At the back just here, if you want to go ahead and take this one down another block, just so that you don't have a backwards facing shulker, you know, feel free to do that, or you can just flip the shulker around the other way, so it'll be like that. It's up to you guys, whatever you wish to do there, you know, feel free. Awesome. Now up this way, what I'm going to do just to allow the hand to have some room to sort of grip here, is I'm going to take myself another couple blocks beneath this section. I'm just trying to see if I have a good angle about this. Doesn't seem to be very good there. So I want my 2 layers here. There's going to be a sandstone block besides this slab, and on this block, and over this way. So I'll build 2 more blocks just over this way, like that. And then 2 long blocks in that little gap there. And just because it's going to bug me, I'll just fill in this back section as well. Like that, just so you don't see anything, there's no holes anywhere. So we have a little platform to place our hand on just later on. That's perfect. These ones that are floating, by the way, you can either leave them floating, or you can add a slab onto these as well, just to like incorporate them into the build. Maybe even adding a slab onto, well, if we do a block there and a slab here, and then do a block out here like that, that would actually probably be the best thing to do, like that. So it really goes up into a point, which is pretty good. That's one arm done. I think you guys should go and take yourselves a nice rest, go and get a cup of tea, and then we'll get the other arm done. It's definitely a complex section, but we're getting there. So I hope you've had a lovely cup of tea. Are we back for the next arm? Hell yeah, we've got this. So obviously starting from the top, we want to take ourselves the 6 blocks at the top. Then the 6 go into 4, and then 2 at the very point. Now we'll take 2 blocks down and 2 blocks down, and double this to make 6, obviously, for 2. Then 2 layers of 4, and 2 layers of 2. We want to do another 2 here coming out, 1 here and 1 here coming out, but leave the 2 at the very back. You know, plain, keep them plain. We'll build 2 here and 2 down, 2 here and 2 down, but they connect, of course, on both sides. Up here where we have this 2, build 2 again, coming out. And down here, you can build 1 and 1, with 1 up on both sides like so. And then 1, 2 forward, 1, 2 forward, like that. Then what we'll do is double this up again, like so. And then go ahead and make this into a point there of 4, and then adding 2 just here on the outside. We'll then add in 1 block and 1 block here and here. And we're going to try and build this down now. So this is going to be our furthest point outwards, just here. So I'm going to flip around to the front now, over this way. I want to build myself down just underneath here for another 3 blocks. And I'll do this all the way around because I know this is going to be the same all the way around. And I'll do it again just to close that hole up just there. And at the bottom here, just like so. Just double check that these shoulders are the same. So just go around to the rough sort of area. Yeah, we're going good so far. Awesome. So around here, I'll come up to this block here. I'll take a slab just here for 3. And then 3 again. Obviously adding the blocks beneath them. We'll add another block here on the end. Then 2 on this side with slabs on top. Then 2 again with blocks beneath. Then 1 block on the end here. 1 block here with a slab on. And 1 block here. So remember we have that gap that we've left just there. Then we'll come this way and add in 3 blocks just here. 4 blocks, why not? Just there. So we're kind of at a diagonal from this corner of the jumper. Slab here and a slab this end. And 2 blocks in the middle. Then behind this area, we'll take 4 blocks. And then 2 slabs in the middle. Then of course we're going into the hand now. So we'll take ourselves 2 blocks here, just down from the slabs. And 2 again. And then 1 on the end like so. And you can actually match up to the other side, the sort of surface area. So obviously around here we have ourselves this block connecting. I'm not going to have that connecting. I don't want it to connect just there. So I have myself, I've used up 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks to this point. And on this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks to this point. So I'll need to double up again, just like so. Obviously that's not the end of this side, so that's all good. But for now, we want to keep everything exactly the same. So down this way, I'll take myself another block just down here. Coming along just before reaching that one. And adding 2 slabs here. Down the other side of this block. Down here, I'm going to go back on myself from 1 block. And take my upside down stair here. With 3 blocks behind. And you can check if this is the same. Yep, 3 blocks behind. We're looking good there. Obviously adding the blocks down from this position all the way around to the back. Just here. So we're going to continue this around, obviously, wherever we go now. And now if we come to the underside of this arm, we can see what's going on down here. We want to take ourselves a slab just here, and a slab over here. And I will do a slab on that one as well. I'll take a block beneath here. I'll take 2 blocks over here, with 2 slabs on. And then 1, 2, 1, 2 blocks coming down so they line up the stairs. And then I'll just build these down entirely from the back forward so everything has the same width to it, like so, and depth and chunk. Just chunk size, just there. Now it's not the final layer, of course, there's another one. So down here on the lowest point, from the stair, go diagonally for a slab, then a block, and then 3 blocks, then 3 blocks again, then a slab on this end, and now the rest of these are going to be blocks. So it's just about placing the stairs and slabs in the correct positions, and once you have that, the rest of it is pretty easy to go. So there we go, that's all done. Up the top here, what I'm going to do is go to the other side, over this way, and I'm going to sort out this one so it matches up to the other side. As you can see, we have a different kind of design going on, so what I'm going to do is swap out these 2 blocks for slabs just there and there, like that. Make everything exactly the same. Maybe I did that on my original one. Oh, I did. I just messed up on this one. Oh, well, there we go. It's always good to double check your work anyways. But there we are. That looks awesome. So if they look the same and you're happy with it, then that is awesome. That's all done. We'll come to that in a moment for the actual arms and the hands. But up here, what I was saying about the neck, obviously we don't want any of the Remball to be showing up from the neck part. So we need to sort this out. And to sort this out, we're just going to take ourselves diagonally from our first position, so over here, right the way to the almost back, before doing 3 blocks on the back, just like that. And then in the gaps, basically, take out the red. And in the middle, don't take out the shulker, but take out these blocks. And just go ahead and add in your pattern where you need to add in the pattern. So don't want green wall to touch green wall, and we don't want shulker to touch shulker. So we'll just take everything everywhere else. Oh, apart from in the middle here, obviously, we can have these ones going back just in here, like that, for the jumper. Then in this gap, over here, like so, and then over here, like that. Perfect. I'll just change that one. There we go. That looks pretty good. Just check everything's the same. I think I need to knock that one through. Yeah, that looks pretty good to me. Awesome. So that's all ready to go now for some hands. And of course, Wallace's face. Let's get the hands done first. So it's pretty simple to build these hands. We're just going to take ourselves some smooth sandstone, some smooth sandstone stairs, and some smooth sandstone slabs as well. Okay then. So first things first, we want to start with ourselves the blocks, and we'll come right behind the slabs here, and going along to this block here. So we build 4 for 2, and we do the same over here. 4 for 2. We'll come to the end one, and we'll build 1, 2 blocks just out, and then a third one, and that's going to be over here as well. We're sort of doing a mirrored effect here. Obviously, we want them to be different angles, but pretty much the same. We'll do an upside down stair here, and an upside down stair this way. That's going to be the thumb. We'll take another block just here, then 2 blocks here, 2 blocks here, and 2 blocks on the end. And again over this way, 1 block, 2, 2, 2, like so. Upside down stair on the far ends of each. A stair the correct way around on the second block in, on both sides. And an upside down stair behind that one. And we leave a space and do exactly the same thing. And those are going to be the 3 fingers at the moment, but we need a 4th one, of course, so we're adding a slab just down here. Like that. And those are the hands in there like so. They look a bit funky, but that is the way to build them. Just in there like that. It looks better when we have the face on, promise. So the rest of the materials for this build, and for Wallace's head of course, we're going to take ourselves the smooth sandstone again, the smooth sandstone stairs again, the smooth... hold on a second. The smooth sandstone slabs again, the smooth quartz stairs again, black concrete, and white concrete. Okay then. So we want to go ahead and take ourselves the smooth sandstone first, and take 3 blocks across where we have that red shulker. And you can actually fill in this gap for the neck here, like that. What's funny about the sandstone material is it kind of looks like the cheese from the A Grand Day Out episode, well, the movie that they find on the moon. So that's a pretty random detail, but there we go. It just kind of adds up, doesn't it? So we'll take ourselves 1, 2, 3 along the front of the neck, and then bring this forward just here for these 3, but go out 2 blocks on each side. And this is going to be for the very, very big smile. The kind of banana smile. We'll take ourselves a slab on the ends, and then we'll take a block up for 2 out the side of both of these slabs. On the below and the top of these slabs, these blocks, you can take slabs, like so. And then we'll do blocks going in each side from the slabs. We then also want to take ourselves our blocks again, just in here temporarily for 3, and add 3 beneath before removing those temporary ones. There we go. It kind of looks like a hot dog as well. We'd now take ourselves a tooth here with our smooth quartz stairs upside down here, 3 in here, and 1 up here. And then behind this, we're going to double up our smile, just with the blocks, like that. Spin around to the front again, take 2 stairs normally just here and normally just here, and then we'll add black concrete in the gaps. So here, and up the top here, up here, like so. Now this looks a bit weird because we don't want the black concrete to be standing out too much just there. So the best thing to do is to double up on the back there and then build a little silhouette of it just here at the back, even further back. So it gives a bit more perspective to this. And if you also don't like the idea of the black concrete being shown here and here, you can obviously take yourself some quartz or some white concrete on the back there just to smooth over these holes, or even just take yourself another stair, but that might kind of make it look a bit strange. So we might take a block. If I just go ahead and get one, smooth quartz here, block here and here, block here and here, like so. And then yeah, we have ourselves the black concrete there just for the little gaps. That looks awesome. Okay, the next step, we'll come behind where we have this part of the smile. We'll build 3 blocks in here. Then we'll build ourselves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks. Another 7. And another 7. We'll then go into the middle, count 1, and then on 2, build 1, 2, 3, and then out the side for 1 each. So we have a plus sign just here. We'll take normal stairs, but back to back from the block there, and upside down back to back from the block down here. And we have a big old nose in there like so. We'll next cut out this block here and here, and here and here, and take our white concrete for 2 at the bottom, and then we'll go up the sides, the outer sides, for 1, 2, 1, 2, before closing it over for 1, going into each other. We'll take a black concrete in the middle of these, so we have the big old Aardman eyes, looking awesome. We'll take our smooth sandstone up for 1, 2, 3, and 4. We'll do a slab here with a block coming down, and a slab here with a block coming down, and then we'll smooth this over for 5 more blocks. And down here, you can take these blocks up to where the block is just here, and again up this way, like that. Now what we'll do on the back of this is just give ourselves a 4-block silhouette, so we make the slab and block stand out above the eyes there for that gap. Really makes him look happy. Awesome. Now then we need to flip around to the corner and go ahead and make this a bit more 3D instead of our 2D shape just now. This is pretty easy, to be honest. It's really, really fun. So we'll take ourselves another 2 slabs behind the singular one we have on the bottom and the top. Add in the blocks in between them, so we cover up this black concrete that's just kind of floating, and take another 2 blocks out from them but without the slabs. Then go to the black concrete and add in 2 blocks, and go beneath these and add in another 2. So as you can see, we're going back now towards the back of the head. Double up these ones as well. Oops, like so. And then come around the back, add in these blocks of 6 here, 5, for 2 layers. And then we'll do another 2 of these 5. Like so. Now beneath this, what I'll do is take myself, I have 2 blocks for my smile. I want to go another 2 blocks back and copy it in the middle, just over the slabs beneath. We'll take 1 block now on the inner one, and a slab here, and a slab here. And then I'll take myself a slab again here, and here, and then 3 blocks in here, before ending with 3 slabs just here like so. Awesome. Now up top here, I'm going to take myself 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks just here, and I'm going to build this right the way up, almost to the top of Wallace's head. But what I'm going to do here is stop at this one and only build these 3 into this block. So around this side I'll do it again. 4, going all the way up, all the way a bit further, stopping here, and then building only 3 here, so back behind the silhouette of the eyes or the eyebrow. Then up top, I'm going to bring myself 1, 2, 3 blocks back from the top brow and bring this back in the middle. Then I added myself 1, 2 blocks, 1, 2 blocks, and add in 3 in the middle, and also 3 up top. And then I'll do 1, 2, 3 here, 1 block here, 1 block here, 3 between them, so that becomes 5. And obviously 5 matches 5, so we build the 5s together from bottom to top. And there we go. Now, Wallace doesn't look very Wallacey without his ears. He looks a little bit strange. So, for the ears here, it's pretty simple as well. We come down to the block next to the slab, go up 1, take an upside down stair, and then we'll do ourselves... Oh, sorry, take a block firstly, then an upside down stair, then 2 blocks, an upside down stair, and a block going back in. I said it was easy, and then I messed up. And then take 2 blocks back here for the silhouette of the ear. Now, if we do this a bit slower on the other side, I'll show you the proper way of doing it. So we leave a block space here next to the slab, go up here, add in a block, upside down stair, 2 blocks on top, stair again, block, and 2 blocks for the silhouette of the ear. And there you have yourself Wallace from Wallace and Gromit. Well, there we are, Assassins. That is it for today's tutorial. I really do thank you for watching all the way to this end. I know it's been a very long tutorial, but it is definitely worth it. Look, now we have ourselves Wallace with Gromit in Minecraft. I mean, what more could you ask for? It is awesome. Now, you've definitely earned yourself a lovely biscuit, so definitely go and have one on me and get yourselves a lovely cup of tea. And yeah, just soak up the nostalgia of these 2 builds. They look awesome. Thank you so much for joining me. Definitely drop a like if you have found this video helpful, guys. It really does help my channel out and this tutorial out, getting recommended to hopefully more Wallace and Gromit fans out there in the wilderness. And if you're interested in staying tuned for hopefully future Aardman tutorials, but definitely other Minecraft tutorials as well, definitely consider joining the Assassinhood today for free by subscribing. And if you wish to go ahead and follow me up on social medias, all the links are in the description below. I post myself like build pictures, kind of building up like a portfolio over on Instagram, and I actually do have Pinterest, which you can see all of my other builds on as well. So those 2 platforms are very, very helpful for future builders out there who want some inspiration or just want to know what my catalogue entails. So there you go. But yeah, thank you so much. Have an excellent rest of your day, and I will see you at the next one coming very, very shortly. Goodbye for now, Assassins. Thank you once again.